Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can perform an independent samples student t-test using Microsoft Excel and my stikpetE add-in. This video will focus on how to get the output, not so much if you should be using this test or how to interpret that output. My add-in is available at my GitHub. Once you downloaded it there, you can open Excel, go for File, Options, Add-ins and click on Go. Then click on Browse and go to the downloaded file, and that should give you a ton of extra, well, not a ton, a lot of additional functions, including a TS student TIS function, the TS short for test and IS short for independent samples. I have some example data in columns A and B, and the function will require you to put in the categorical field. In my case, that's in column A, but never specify with my functions the entire column, really specify the range. It's okay if they're missing values, it will ignore those, but don't do a whole column, really just do the range. The same for the scale field, so the numbers, which in my case will be B2 and then all the way down to B56. If you have more than two categories in your categorical field, you can actually specify the two that you want to compare. And if you want a different hypothesized mean, the default will be 0. Then you can also specify that. To show you the result, here I've actually typed in the function, and once I hit enter, it nicely gives me a lot of results. It gives me the sample counts for each of the two categories, the average of the first category, the average of the second one, the difference between these two, the hypothesized difference, the test statistic, in this case a t-value, the degrees of freedom, and the p-value. Now note that Excel always rounds the degrees of freedoms down to the nearest integer. So that's a downside of using Excel. If you really want something else, I do have some approximation functions that can actually approximate it better. But usually it's not a big difference. The p-value is in this case 0.4281, so that's above the usual threshold of 0.05, so therefore most would say it's a non-significant difference. It also shows which test was actually used. Note, by the way, that in this case you probably perhaps quite often want to use a Welsh t-test instead, or perhaps a trimmed mean or any of the other ones, because this test does assume that the variances in the two groups are actually equal. And that's it. I hope this video was helpful, and thank you for watching.